Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cool Crone. I'm here with my good friend Val, and we're going to be doing some personal readings for you. Val, how are you?
I am fabulous and happy to be here, Colleen. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah,
It's always a pleasure, and I can't wait to read on everyone's
yeah.
question.
We haven't done this in so long,
It's
just us,
been it's been a
like
long time.
a
Yeah.
very long time. So I hope everybody enjoys this. And what we're going to do tonight, folks, is if you put in hashtag me too, and it actually doesn't matter about the case of the letters. You could do it all uppercase, all lowercase, mixed case, doesn't matter. But hashtag me too with no space in it. And then when we get just a few people in here with that phrase in the chat, then we'll go ahead and use the spinny tool because we are lucky enough to have Sherry backstage tonight
Yes.
who is helping us out.
Yay.
So, yes, we're very, very happy to have Sherry here. And so I'm just taking a look here. Oh, we got a few people.
Yeah.
Got a few people with the Me Too.
Yeah.
Very nice. And once you get picked, I just got to make sure I have a little tablet here. I can jot down everybody's name. Once you get picked, if you would come back in the chat and either say just I'm here, general reading, or I'm here. Here's my and type in your question. We'll know it's a question by what type in. You don't have to say here is my question, but if you could just acknowledge that you're here with your question, or just at least acknowledge that you're here, then we'll go ahead and do the reading for you.
Yeah.
So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pick 4, and so 2 for each of us.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
not too many, right? Okay.
Let's
All
go.
right. So okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get going. So Sherry, if you could pull up the picker, help us out there. There we go. And that was me, the last winner. We were testing. There we go. Kathy Goodwin. That's going to be our first person. I guess that'll go to you, Val.
Okay.
Kathy Goodwin. Oh, Sherry, we want to pick 4.
3. Yeah.
total. So can you give us 3 more? Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't tell you that. That was the secret. We needed to tell you. And Eleanor. I think that's me. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
Now we've gotten that out of the way. I finally won after calling. Okay.
Lois. Okay, and one more lucky person getting their reading. And cowbell. Okay. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, so we have Kathy Goodwin, Eleanor, Lois Tooker, and Kelbell. And we know Kelbell's here, so I'll put a big check mark there. And
Okay.
Eleanor, we know Eleanor is here. And we need Lois. I think I saw Lois, but let me just go back up here. We need to hear from Lois and Kathy. And if any of you ladies would like, I think you're all ladies, yep. And if any of you would like a specific question, please put that in the chat, and that's what we'll read on.
Okay.
So, oh, they probably did put something in. I'm way up here on the.
If you want me to, I can go ahead and do Kathy Goodwin on her general reading.
Very good. Go ahead.
Okay, so Kathy, I have, wow, a lot of great things coming up for you. There's a sense of clarity that you've had that has really given you a new perspective on everything. And you're looking at life in a totally different way. And you're making improvements, or you're going to, or you feel like it. It is coming for you in your home, your life, and your physical body. These things are coming up into your awareness to take care of yourself and to improve them. What does that mean? It means you're shifting things around you to match your new frequency, to match the energy that you are, because things need updating. They aren't exactly vibing with you anymore. And so you'll be putting new paint on the walls, doing different things, putting different pictures up, whatever that is to shift the energy around you. You're just going to have that, and you'll want to improve things for your health. These are just things that you do as you gain a higher perspective, and you are shifting. Changes happen, and you really shift your vibration so much you are going to have to match your environment to that. And even your physical body has gone through changes. And there are some internal and external things going on as far as what resonates with you and what doesn't, in terms of relationships, in terms of inner things that are coming up, and you're having to really gain the ability to let go of old 3D things, old 3D concepts, things that were stuck in, patterns, ideas. These are happening within you. Just let them go. Let them all go, because you don't have to have angst over any of that anymore. You might even be coming up with some brain fog, some headaches. This is just the energy going through you. But you do have a lot of focus and mindfulness coming up, where you are going to feel really crystal clear, and you're getting all your clairs really showing up nicely for you. And you may have a change in environment in terms of moving. Even, it's a possibility, but you are definitely going to change your abode in terms of the energy it is. There are multiple cards here that tell me about that. But you are also multiplying your abundance. This is not just in terms of financial, it is in terms of inspirational ideas and great things coming forward for you. And I pulled the I am presence for your activation, and that is light body activation, accessing the divine within, and Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, and Dharma, which is your good works. So you're going through a transformational process. You're going to go through some of these things that we all are, but you are headed in a beautiful direction of embracing everything. And when those things come up that are flitting up from the 3D kind of ideas that we've held on to, just let them go. You don't have to angst over it or do anything about it. It'll just dissolve. That's what it's coming up for. So congratulations, Kathy. I think you're doing fantastically. So, yeah.
Wow, what a nice reading. Great.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Kathy. It sounds like things are going to be good, good, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm reading for Eleanor, and she wants to know, what is my next best step? So as I throw these cards out, I see that the situation that you're in right now is one of being grateful and having joy and enjoying your friends. It's summertime after all. You're probably doing some fun things with people, and you should definitely sit in that for a bit. It's good to have joy and enjoy your friends and do things that you are grateful for. Do fun things that make you happy. So that happiness is a really good place to start for figuring out where you need to go. And the next step for you, in your mind right now, you're thinking just a tad bit small. You're thinking just a tad hesitantly about what you want to do. You want to do something. You want to go forward. And in the past, you've done things a little bit bigger, but for some reason right now, you're hesitating or you're feeling unsure. And like now, you ask the question, what is my next best step? I think you know, but I think you're hesitating to actually embrace it. And another card that comes up for the past is the Ace of Wands. So I think in the past, perhaps these are all wands, right? All wand energy. You may feel like you've been too impulsive, or you took off, bit off more than you could chew, or you did something without thinking it through, or you took on something that wasn't really what you wanted and put a lot of time and energy or maybe money into it and it didn't pan out. So you have this feeling of trepidation because I think you just don't want to make a mistake. Now, what crowns you is the King of Pentacles. You kind of know that whatever you're going to do is going to be bountiful and wonderful for you, right? You know this. But also, King of Pentacles can mean something else. It can mean that what you've done and the things that you've accomplished at this point in your life, now you're ready to retire those. You're ready to say, that's complete. And I want to go on to something new that's going to be successful and joyous and bountiful for me. So you can think a little bigger. You have been successful in other areas of your life doing not similar things, but doing things, trying to accomplish goals or trying to build projects or whatever. You've been successful in the past, but there's been a few things that you've done maybe more recently that you feel, like I said before, like, well, it wasn't quite a right fit, or I bit off too much. And, so you're trying to be careful. I don't think you have to be too careful. And what's coming up for you actually is a big change. So there may be something coming for you, especially if the universe hears you embracing this something that you're really happy to do and that you're really excited to do. The universe may say, all righty then, let's just spin the wheel and let her go, right? So if you can make a bit more of a bold choice, I think the universe will accommodate you. You also have coming up here, you think of yourself as an intellectual person, right? And yet you're also a stable person, a person that likes to have things comfortable and safe and comfort around you, okay? Nothing wrong with that. But thinking of yourself as an intellectual person, dream big. You have the brain and the intellect to do this. You know that there's a crossroads coming. You're intuitively sensing that this change is coming. You're just not quite sure where it's going to go. The universe is going to help you make that decision. What you are a little bit afraid of is that you will hesitate too long, or that when the choice is actually there in front of you, again, these fears might come up, or your perception or perspective of the situation may have changed. And once you're seeing it in reality, you may feel like, oh, crap, that isn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Or it might be like, oh, I would have loved to do that when I'm 25, but, not now, or something. Your perspective and your ideas about, your opinions about what it is may have changed, but maybe not. That's just a fear. Fear is a thought. Thoughts can be changed. So, things can come around to the way you like them. And your final outcome card is the Nine of Cups. So really good, and this isn't the deck where the rat's pooping in the cup. This is the Nine of Cups for this one. She's on the beach. She's got cups all over her sandcastle that she built herself. She's all zen and happy on the beach. So your heart's desire is within reach. Don't let your fears stop you. Don't let your past experiences stop you, because those are in the past and you may not repeat them. You may be doing things in a completely different way because, you are different than you were months ago, years ago, whatever. And so your perspective has changed about yourself as well as your other situations. So don't hold back. Go for what's really going to make you happy. And I think you'll succeed.
Wonderful. That was a great reading.
Thank you.
Yeah. And,
okay. So your next person, Lois?
my next person, Lois. So Lois, there is amazing energy here for you. A lot of fulfilled wishes are happening for you. Dreams that are coming true. Everything. You're achieving all of the rewards that you deserve right now. And what is that next to? It is really next to the world. And that is you really receiving all the recognition. So fulfilled wishes and recognition, and really that sense of you've done it, you've achieved it. And you are going on to just amazingly great things. There is potential for partnerships coming up. You certainly have an affinity and love and harmony with and friendships around you that are excellent. And I look at that and I think, oh, new opportunities, new alignments with things. Just know that sometimes in our push, because we've expanded, you are doing expansion. You just need to believe in yourself and keep going. But sometimes when we go gung-ho, we get a little tired. And maybe we need a little more time to rest so that we feel like we're keeping pace with all the downloads and information coming in. You certainly have everything pointing to you having huge expansion and openings. You're having a transformation right now. This is up for you. And the Akashic Records, this is big for you to read the Akashic Records, and for yourself, clearing the old stories, releasing the past. I say dissolving it in freedom. This is really what you're headed toward. And you're releasing all the ancestral realm connections of karma, healing the lineage and the boundaries. And the Venusian Galactic Council is all about love. Star beings, answer the call, time to shine. That's you on the phone. Ring, ring. Lois, we need you on stage now. So believe in yourself and keep going. I'm not making these up. Believe in yourself and keep going. You are doing expansion. It is a thing that is happening for you. Now, remember, don't let don't let the ego mind make you feel too exhausted and all of these things. If things don't happen as fast as you want, don't let expectation really disappoint you, because you do not want to have expectation. Let spirit evolve. Let it evolve the way it's going to evolve. Let things flow, because you are the Empress. Beautiful energy. And so the upside to all of this is your intuition, your clairs, all of that. They're all online. They're all of your greater mission is coming online, as I see here. And you have fierce compassion about it all. This is like the goddess Sekhmet, who is also Hathor in the more advanced stages. So all I'm saying is, Lois, your cup is half full. Just monitor your journey to allow for the flow. The universe has your back. Let it flow in. Take your breathers when you need to. You got all the time in the world. And don't let the ego tell you anything. Let your heart talk to you. And that is what the message is. So I hope that helps. Thank you, Lois.
Wow, that was really nice. Really, really nice.
Thank you.
All right. And Cowbell also wants a personal or general personal reading. So here we go, Cowbell. So we start out here. There's been some friction, some maybe just competition, but there's been a little friction between you and some of your friends. And so what you're aiming for is probably to try to smooth that over. And you have a lot of choices to do that. You could talk to them one-on-one. You could take just a couple of them out to lunch, or you could, my go-to is to buy a gift. But it's because when you give someone a gift, it gives you a chance to be with them one-on-one and talk. That's really why that works. But what's really at the base of things is just how you have handled things in the past. So whatever you have done in the past to kind of smooth things out with this group is probably going to work again. It doesn't have to come to something super, super tense. It just doesn't have to be that way. But I think what's happening in your life in general is leading up to something that is really transformative, really changing. And it's not going to be as big as you think it's going to be as it happens, but it is going to affect you. So you have to get ready for that. Um, the transformation is not going to be like this big, huge, like life changing thing. But it probably does pertain to one of these relationships where there is some tension right now. So you may find that you do have to have a conversation that's a little bit tough with one of these people. And it may be that they decide they don't want to be your friend anymore, or maybe it's just something like they're moving away. It's not necessarily that you have a bad thing happen to a close relationship, a close friendship. It could be more like, oh, they have to move on and there's nothing I can do about it. But that means that I'm just not going to be as close to my friend anymore. So it could be something like that. And you have to remember that, life moves on. We're all people who have big things going on. And sometimes people have to make moves. I know for my daughter, I think she has three good friends who are all moving away. Two of them are both moving to
Oh,
Florida, and we live in New Jersey. And one of them, I don't remember where she's moving. She could be going to Florida too. I don't know. First of all, I'm thinking, why are these people moving to Florida? Because, well, just weather wise, just that's the way not that it's a bad place, really, but you know, why? So there could be something going on in your friend group that is upsetting. That may be actually the source of the underlying tension, that these changes are coming up and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to talk about it. That happens in families and friends and all the time. So what's going to be going on here is you just have to remind yourself of who you are. You have a nice solid friend group, you have a good network of support and friends, and it's not always going to stay the same. Things are going to change. And people know that. In fact, people look at you and they say, "Yeah, you change all the time. I can't believe that this is bothering you." Um, you will be okay. You will get through this. You will make new friends too. When one door open or when one door closes, another door opens. That kind of thing is going on. But it will leave you feeling a little bit sad when the change has come about. However, that little bit sad is nothing compared to what you're building up in your imagination when this starts to happen. So be careful of fantasizing this into something bigger than it really has to be. And just remember that, you still have a good circle of friends. It's probably just one person who's having to make this big change in your life. Okay. All right. Great. Okay.
okay.
That's
Another
the reading.
another spin. Yeah, that was a great reading. I
Okay.
love that.
Okay. Thanks.
Here we
And
go.
here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Nana Heather. Okay. Nana Heather's going to be for Val.
Okay.
D. I think I read you on, was it caffeinated and unfiltered? I think.
They're probably just making the rounds to,
Yeah.
all,
Yeah.
to all the shows.
Tishy
Trish,
J.
Tishy.
Doke. And Mary Starshine. Okay, so if all of you can put in the chat what your question is or that you're here so that we know you're here. And this time I will try to move my cursor down to the bottom of the chat so I'm not going, I don't see they're here. Sorry. Oh, look at that. I moved it and all of a sudden I realized I'm way too high up in the chat. Okay. All right. So Nana Heather is here. Dee is here. We need Mary and Tishy. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, there's Mary.
Yeah, and Nana Heather, type your question in if you can, please.
And what about Tishy? So
Tishy, she's here for a general reading.
Oh, there she is. Okay, so everybody's here. Okay, great.
No, I'm telling Nana Heather to type her message in.
Yeah.
I don't see her before that, so yeah, she has to.
And Mary Starshine too. If you have a special question, things happening over the past year, calm down and improve. Okay, good. And so we still don't know about Nana?
Well, Nana's here because she just 1 minute ago, she just said thank you because she got it, but I can do general. I bet she hasn't put it. Oh, there she is.
She goes, general reading, having a hard time staying grounded. We'll
okay. I can understand why the
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
It's true. It's true. And yeah, I have some beautiful cards for you, Nana Heather. So really right now, this is all about you soaring, and you really are in this super high frequency. And think of it as an adventure, because that's what the cards actually say. You're getting some past life, I won't call them memories, I'll call them feelings. It's almost like the things that you are experiencing may not come in concrete memories, but you're getting the sensation and feelings of those times because you're having memories of Atlantis. So this is spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. So you're experiencing some of that coming up into your awareness, but you don't know that's what it's from. And the throat chakra is activating within you now. And there really is the temple of truth coming up where authenticity and self-expression it's opening up like a floodgate. Look at that. That is your throat chakra. Get ready to communicate and express yourself on all levels. But your voice is super important. You really are here to soar. This really is a time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authenticity soar, and let it come from your throat chakra, because of the heart, throat chakra, and third eye and crown are those higher chakras all aligned and reach up to all that is, that you are, that connection to all your clairs. You have it all. And you're opening your heart up. There is so much compassion within you. You're really opening your heart up and doing some healing. And you're being asked to detach from desired outcomes. Don't look at yourself as a glass half full, half empty, but half full. No, look at yourself as a whole sovereign being who doesn't need to do anything. You're the complete package. And just those things outside of you are distortions to point at something wrong with you. No, that is not true. You're the whole package. Those are distortions of the 3D field telling you, yes, they're mirroring distortion. You're already it. You've already, just think of it that way. So that don't listen to the ego mind. But you really are remembering. And I mean, you're remembering your past lives, maybe energetically, maybe not by actual item per item, life per life. And these are experiences that are going to lead you to really delving into the multidimensional being you are, because there's a lot coming up here, like the cardinal directions. It is about you deciding or letting come forth that which you are here to bring, and that authenticity, the power of who you are, opening your throat chakra up and being your authentic self really pulls you into the center alignment with your divine plan, path. Not that you haven't been on it, but this will fully ground you in. It's like bringing your monad in and anchoring it in. This is you coming from source and moving out into the world. This is happening for you now. So congratulations. Detach from expectations. You're doing fantastic. I love it. Okay. Thank
And I
you.
think that really, what you went through, that really explains why she's feeling ungrounded.
Yes.
Going through a huge transmutation of
Yes.
her soul, really.
Yes. A
So
huge,
big,
huge.
big, yeah.
Yeah, that just gave me the chills. Yeah, she really is. So, of course,
Wow.
she's
Wow.
good.
Big stuff.
It's big stuff.
All right. So Dee, I've got your cards here, and the way you find yourself right now is feeling of being stuck. You're not stuck, but you're not willing to let go of anything that's happening around you or anything that's in your life now. You're not in the change mode. You're in the I want to stay the same mode. And you do find it challenging to take actual steps to break out of things. It's very emotional for you. But at some point, in order to grow, in order to move forward in your life, you do have to make changes or just take some actions. I think, in the past, it is not lost on you that you could just leave. If you didn't like the way things were, you could just walk away and go to another situation. But that isn't always going to serve you. So I think that you're trying to find different ways of moving forward, and it isn't super easy. But just know that the answers are all within you. Everything that you need to know about where you're going, especially spiritually, is within you. If you get still, quiet, and centered, your guides will tell you in a way that you can hear if you're willing to accept what they're telling you. So there are things that are going to be changing for you very soon. And because you have been in this practice of keeping things very much the same and not allowing for change very much, this might be very uncomfortable going through a big change of any kind. It just might feel like, oh, I would be better off just leaving because this is too hard. Well, what are you going to learn from that? Where is your lesson from that? How are you going to you're going to go through the discomfort or even pain of the change, but not reap the reward of the lesson if you just leave. If you stay in that situation and allow yourself and the situation to change, because when the situation changes, that can change you, then you can begin to really learn and take on what it is that the new situation is giving you. And I know this all sounds kind of esoteric, but you are coming into a period where it is esoteric. You do have to sit and listen to the messages you're getting. You do have to interpret them. You do have to figure out what is the system that your guides use to speak to you. And you also, one big thing is to develop a method of communicating with your guides that you can trust so that they can help you navigate through the rest of your life. Because that's what we're all looking for, right? We all want to be able to navigate. And your personal GPS is your guides. They are there for you 24/7 and multiples of them 24/7. So, if you can learn to work with them and communicate with them, then even tough times become a lot easier to handle. One, because you're not all emotionally wrapped up with why is this happening to me? Because you have a little bit more enlightened attitude about it and you're saying, well, there's something that I got to go through, or this is necessary for my friend to go through, and I'm going to sit with them while they go through it. Whatever it is, life, it's just not always pretty and easy. But there is a reason that you're here for one reason or another. Sometimes it's for yourself. Sometimes you're there for a person that you have a contract with. You're going to be looking at yourself and examining these things. This is what you're going to be doing over the next 6 months to a year. You're really going to be looking inward much more than outward. And as you define yourself and understand this stuff that you're doing, people will notice. People are starting to already notice that you are changing. You are taking on a different quality in yourself. It's not that you're becoming a completely different person. You're developing more nuance to the way that you handle your life. Um, it's not going to be as bad as you think. Just like the other reading, if you fantasize the impending doom, it will be impending doom. Whatever you think is going to happen, you're right.
You get to be right.
You get to be right, right? So be careful of that. Envision positive outcomes. Envision ease and comfort even through a most difficult situation. If you have to have a surgery, envision the most ease and comfort possible for you and the people, the health professionals and your family, and that your recovery has the most ease and health and love surrounding it as possible. The more that you visualize these very positive things, it's not going to make everything bad go away. That's not what I'm saying, because we are of the earth. We are here on the earth. It's not like we just become light beings by going, I am enlightened. Now I'm a light being. Yay. I wish that could happen. I wish. But I tried it for about 10 years and it just didn't work. So I came back. No, but the idea of living on earth, but having a spiritual life is, possible and can be actually fun. It's not going to be 100% fun. You're still gonna have to go to the store and get dressed and go to the water, and you're still gonna have to do stuff like that. In the end, you're going to find that if you're patient, there's a lot of reward coming to you, a lot of reward coming to you. But there will be times when you feel like, I just can't do that. I can't wait anymore. This is just taking too long. Or you'll decide, oh, I should just give up on this, which is the same as walking away from something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle.
Oh,
This is the thing. You have to hang in there. You have to have faith. And it's not faith in a God or something up in the clouds. It's faith in yourself. Believe that you do. As I said at the very beginning of this, all the answers are within you. You don't really need a guru or a master or anybody to tell you this. But in the absence of all of that, you do have your guides who will help you. And they are just that. They're guides. They're guiding you. They're not telling you what to do. They're not informing you. But as they guide you through these things, you teach yourself how to work with these energies. And that's the path that you're on. That's where you're going. So it's it's a life change, but you're going to make it. You're going to be fine. And don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. That's probably the most important thing to take from this reading. Okay. That's it. Thank you.
I love that. That was a beautiful reading.
Thank you, Val.
It was great. I loved it. So now Tishy J, you have a beautiful reading here. And as I went in and I actually asked your for your mom, Leslie. I saw her here. I had to write this down. I know it doesn't sound like it relates, but it's like she was holding a little bunny rabbit. And, she was just wearing a little cardigan sweater and she was holding a bunny rabbit. So I really dug deeper. And she wants you to know that time is precious and don't waste it. Don't waste time. Keep trying, persevere with whatever you're doing. This is important right now because you're going to feel a release of pressure. You're going to feel freedom from not giving up, from pushing through whatever it is. There's something about that perseverance and pushing through, and you're going to feel like you did it. You did it. It is an accomplishment. No matter what it is, how little and how big, it doesn't matter. This is the energy that your mom is giving you. And she does want you to know that your boundaries are important, and to make sure that you do not give your energy away to everyone who comes along and say yes to everything. Because you're precious, your energy is precious, and how you spend it and how you focus on your inner light and expanding that is the most important thing, because your mom wants you to know you're being transformed. Yes, from that cocoon into that butterfly. However you want to look at that, your transformation is at hand. There is a heart-mind coherence activation going on for you, where your mind and your heart are going to come together, and you will, in that instance, not go to ego any longer. You're really having an irresistible lack of control at sometimes to things that look tasty or things that look fun or things that look wonderful. Those are distractions. Pull yourself back from some of those things, because you know what? Here's the end of the day. At the end of the day, you are enough. You don't have to go here and add it to you. You don't have to go here and do that and add it to your pile of accomplishments or whatever, because you are enough already. You are enough. There isn't anything more you need to be enough. You are enough. You came in as enough. You're going to liberate yourself from that struggle, that bounded by struggle, thinking you have to struggle. No, you don't any longer. And just so you know, anything that you come across in life, the universe is working for you. So no matter what life hands you, you're going to know at the end of that is a rainbow of wonderful things. You may not know it in the moment, but believe it, and don't see negative outcomes in what's coming. Just like Colleen mentioned in the last reading, what you focus on creates your next moment in reality. So really pay attention. You are here to birth new situations, new energy coming forward, new situations, new relationships, new pathways, new opportunities are coming to you, and you're going to be able to see this with clarity. And you really are having a great central sun activation. This is super huge. Abundance downloads, regeneration, and success. And a seraphim gateway, which is about your connection to angelic attunement, divine support, that voice activation. Again, voice, your power in the world, speaking it in authenticity is very important to you. You also have a Pleiadian activation. This is about coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. So right now, they're asking you to reassess, soar, celebrate, and release. These are your key words: reassess, soar, celebrate, and release. And those are the things that your mom wanted to bring through, as well as your guides and angels. because your mom is like your cheerleader on the other side, and it seems like that bunny is like fertility, all the wonderful things coming to you like a bounty of birthing new ideas and everything that you want to bring forward. So I hope that resonates for you and gives you a level of excitement and anticipation, but not expectation. But to know that you're so much more than what you think you are. There is so much more to you and so much more coming to you. And that is happening for you, that birthing of transformation. So congratulations. And yeah, Tishy. So thank you for asking. Colleen.
I'm muted. Sorry. Very, very nice. Love that. That's great. Oh boy. So before I forget, Libby is in the chat, Val, and if you recall, last time we were together,
Yes.
yes, she wanted to thank you for your reading and
Oh,
let you know
good.
what happened. So they bought their first choice property. When they finally came to the party, they had to,
Yeah.
last second, pull out of the contract for another. So they did buy their property. So they're
Yeah.
on their way.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for putting that up, Sherry. That's
Very
great.
good. Thank you.
Okay. So, there we go. Mary, will things happening over the past year calm down or improve? So I pulled a few cards for you, Mary. And I'm going to say overall, yes, they're gonna calm down just to get that out of the way. Right now, what we have is a situation where it's not clear why all these things are going on, right? So part of your feeling of jangledness, that things are just not calm, is because so much has happened and so much that is just not quite understandable. So you've just been maybe confused or just kind of like amazed at all of the stuff that's going on, and you can't keep that up on a daily basis without it affecting your general feeling of well-being. So it has felt, you know, not secure because you don't know what's coming. You don't know what to expect. But I do think things are going to calm down. You get the Six of Cups, which is the past. And I'm assuming that in the past things were calmer. So that's going to be you yourself are also showing up as the Queen of Pentacles moving into the High Priestess. So you are exhibiting a feeling of calm. You are trying to impose your own calm over the situation. And that's good. That's better for everybody's health and well-being and security. And that makes everything a lot better. The High Priestess comes in here, though, because they want to remind you that you are someone who has a lot of knowledge and a lot of strong intuition. And you can use this, both of those things, the intuition and the knowledge, to not only help calm things down, but to just fix the situation, soothe the situation, make the situation better. You don't have to give in to 40 million options that everybody wants. You can help people really narrow down their choices, or focus in on the things that are just easier, it's just easier to do one thing, not to do five things, and that's your power of persuasion, your intuition, your role in the whole group dynamic. I don't know if this is just for a family or a group of friends or whatever it is, but you can that very steadying force, and that's what they really, really need. Now, for you personally, though, you are coming into some really interesting times of your life. You are, first of all, you're under divine protection. I don't know if this is like the sort of Archangel Michael or whatever, but it's saying, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. So what does that mean in terms of what you should be doing? Well, believe, have faith in yourself that you are divinely protected, but also to cut cords with any sort of entity, you know, on this side of the veil or the other, that is not serving you. You know, if there is someone or something around you that is very disturbing, you have the power to use either this sword or one of your choosing to cut the cord with that entity. You don't have to allow a disruptive energy or entity to just be around all the time. You don't. There's nothing spiritual about that. It's like people saying that, oh, I don't accept money for doing readings. It's not spiritual. Bullshit. You have to put a roof over your head. You have to eat. You have to feed your cat. You have to wear clothes, or the rest of us would go bananas. You have to put gas in your car. These are the
I mean, there's real life you have to live here.
yeah. So it's not, we can't, just like I said before, you can't just all of a sudden, boom, be enlightened and you don't need anything anymore. We are on the earth. We are of the earth.
Yeah.
Yes, we are made of stardust, but we are also flesh and blood, which is of the earth. And so we have to care for our bodies and our children and our families. And that requires that awful thing called money. So
it's just our bartering system at the moment. So
yeah, it is our
like that.
Thank you, Val. That's exactly right. It is our bartering system. But so you have the divine protection. You can cut the cords with anything that's disruptive, really disruptive.
Yeah.
And that allows your own energy to break through and suffuse the atmosphere with your divine light. And that's what you can do because you're very powerful. Now, another thing that comes up for you is that your spirit guides are very patient and they know that you want to learn, and you can learn. Nothing's stopping you. You absolutely can learn. And there are many great lessons right now that you can be learning through this adversity, through this difficulty. This is when we learn the most, and it is when we learn the quickest. Mm-hmm. What's most difficult about this stuff is when you go through something difficult and you turn around and just act, and then you're just thinking to yourself, well, that was random and horrible. Why did I have to go through that? Well, it's not. Newsflash, it's not random. It's for you.
Never random.
It's for your benefit. It may seem random on the planet in the context of going to work and paying the bills and driving the car. It may seem random, but it's not random. So you have to figure out with your sword of light, what is it for? What does it mean for me? And along with your spirit guides, you also are having a Pleiadian activation. So you are connecting to the Pleiadians, or you can, if you accept this, if you allow yourself to, well, just allow yourself to. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to be any more specific than that, because if I leave it nice and wide open, more people will be able to make use of that advice. Just allow yourself to. Just allow yourself to feel what's coming to you, whatever the messages are. They're going to be helpful. They're going to be positive. The guides and the galactics are never going to tell you, hey, grab that pistol and shoot yourself in the foot. That's just never going to happen. They're always going to tell you to do things that are good and they're happy for you, but that are helpful for you. Mm-hmm. So that's what I want to say for you, Mary. It's going to be good. Beautiful. It's going to be good. It's going to calm down.
Beautiful reading, Colleen.
Thank you. All right. So where are we? We got to do more picks.
Yep, we got to do more picks.
Oh my gosh, it's almost been an hour. This will be our last round. Okay. Cindy Shea. Okay, Cindy, let us know you're here. Let us know your question.
Oh, she already put it in there.
You already did? Okay, great.
Yeah. Oh, that's Mary Starshine's question. Never mind. She didn't put it in there.
Okay.
I'm looking at you. We have Mary Starshine's question up still.
Oh, still. Okay, let me take that down.
It didn't take much for me to get confused. So.
Artist Liz. Okay. And Ellen the Lion Magic. Ooh, cool.
That was cute.
Okay. Do we have everybody here? We have Cindy.
You have Artist Liz is here.
Yeah.
And Ladybug is here.
Okay. Great.
Cindy says she's here, but we don't have questions. Everyone, put your questions in.
Yeah, or just say general.
Yeah, if you want a general.
Will I be buying a place to live in the Yucatan or renting? Ooh. Okay.
Oh, Cindy put hers in. Okay. Okay. And you know, Cindy, I'm getting the message for you to keep going on the job that you're on. And you're asking, will it get better? Will work, will it get better? And really what they're showing me is you're coming to a time, you're doing a lot of introspection now, but they're actually telling you to keep going toward your dreams. So you're self-reflecting, you're introspective right now. You're looking at your inner guidance and your spiritual illumination, and you're looking at it in terms of your job right now. But what is happening is you are right next to recognition and success for everything, and that I have the world for you, and that means that you're successfully completing something now and starting on a new journey. It can be in the same company, yes. It could be a different position within the company. But know that you have a lot of fairness and positivism and accomplishment coming to you from someone, from a male person in that organization that is going to stand for you or whatever is coming forward. And just your presence alone and your ability to stay open and stay in a positive way, not letting confusion or anxiety or feeling down get to you. Make sure you take enough time to regenerate and to give yourself comfort, whether that's taking a bath with Epsom salts or that's to meditating or walking with your feet in the grass, whatever that looks like to you. You are going to be celebrating soon. And I do see there's important decisions about partnership coming up. That can be partnership in the romantic sense or in the business sense. So that, again, says you're either going to be recognized within the company and even placed in a new position, or you're going to have a new job. But there is achievement there for you, new responsibilities, as the Queen of Swords is showing me. So let's look at your activation cards right now, because you're having a lot of shifting going on within you. And what happens when you do that is your outside circumstances can't help but shift. It's like you shift to different timelines, even though you're at that same company. And so you're aligned with purpose. No, it says no wrong paths. You are definitely at a crossroads. So there's many directions you can go in here. You are divinely guided, and you're having a crown chakra upgrade. So that is about divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. Just know that somebody has your back at that company, that wherever you work, somebody does. There is a chance for you to really stay in that beautiful receiving energy of the divine feminine, because that is where you will receive all of the, we'll say, the dharma from everything that you have ever done. It's going to come to you with no expectation about what that's going to look like. Just be open to receive it, because it will be coming, Cindy. It will be coming. And when you see the world, which I had in your spread, there is a new beginning. That's the Fool, the journey of the Fool, the new opportunities, new adventures, it's fresh, new, wow, seeing things from fresh eyes. So this is happening for you. And I love that energy for you. So just keep yourself knowing the universe has your back. It's working for you. And keep your mind on smooth, tranquil waters and what you want to bring forward for yourself. That's the energy that they're asking you to maintain. So thank you, Cindy. And I know things are going to improve. So Colleen.
Yes, I'm here.
It's your turn.
I was just madly shuffling because
you have Ladybug.
I know, and the way that I first was laying out the cards, it just wasn't giving me a clear answer, so I had to go back and redo it. So,
okay.
What I started out, I was like, okay, so this group is going to be for buying, and this group is going to be for renting, and that was a mess. It just didn't work. So this whole spread is about, will you be buying? And I would caution you against buying. I think you could buy, but I think that there are some pitfalls if you buy. So, you may find that there is someone to do the buying with. You have a partner to buy with, but you may also feel, not so very long from now, that you would prefer to do this singly, solo. So I think, in that respect, yes, you have the ability to buy, and that would be good. And you would have nice security there if you bought on your own. But I don't know if you're going to actually be able to do that. There's going to be a temptation there to go along with the partner, just because financially that will make things easier. But it will also be a bit exhausting to do that. And you would think it would be the other way, wouldn't you? But no, it's going to be exhausting with the partner. There are, there's pros and cons to even buying at all. And in the end, there's a lot of risk, I think, if you actually buy. So I'm going to say, avoid that road for now. Do the rent, and then see where things go. I think there's too many things changing in your life right now. I think if you have, even if you buy and that other person is your roommate, there could still be some issues there. But also you are changing, and you are going through some things where I think you just want to keep things as simple as possible for now. And then later, maybe you do the buying. So that would be my reading for you.
I love that. That's wonderful. And I have artist Liz who wants to know about health and finances or medical for the rest of the year. And I see you really gaining strength and power and really having the aptitude to achieve all your desires going forward. I see prosperity. There is a little bit of balancing that, but you are going to be able to do this. There is something come in by November. You're hitting that place where you hit some prosperity, and now in November you're going to have to do some balancing because there's a lot of change. It's in the midst of change. Things are happening. New circumstances. You have to adapt to things going on that are going to require you to be a little savvy on the finances and health matters. But it's still strong. It's still looking good. Now, in December, you're going to have to come to some decisions, choices you're going to have to make. I don't know if that's on where you're living, on your health, or whatever that may be. Financial matters, I feel like it's more on. I don't really see any health issues rearing up to bother you too more than they are. And I see that strength card reminds me of you having the inner strength and the ability to overcome all of that. Now in January, I'm just going to January, and it's showing a leadership card, the King of Wands, which really, I think you are, this again can be unexpected inheritance. There's a lot here to say that financially you're going to be doing better. And you're harnessing great energy, bringing it in. This is you. And what is this right by the strength card? You can't go wrong with that. Announcement, news, or message from your guides, from your angels, from people you've known before that are coming back into your life. Here's that prosperity card. You are really sitting in a good place. Now here's the balance. Your immune system, your balance. So this is about your health. To make sure that you are resting and getting enough good food, a good nutrition, drink enough water, and take care of yourself properly. Because I really see you getting clarity, gaining clarity of all of this. And I think you will be in a good situation for January. And I think things are going to clear up. I have the illusion of things, the clarity that you're gaining really shows anything that is illusionary in your life. So whatever you have dreamt up in your life, like what your symptoms might mean or how this is going forward, it's going to be brought down to reality. And it's not in a bad way. It's going to be in a good way, because you know how we can worry, and our worry makes mountains. That's just how we are. And you have to just let all that go and know you are here for a purpose. Let all that go and just let things happen, because I see really not bad cards, beautiful health cards. I didn't make it up. Here they are, and they're pentacles, and they're good cards. Yes, cards for having good finances coming in. Now, that decision that you are going to face may not be anything related to health. It could be you moving, or you changing roommates, or who knows what that is. It could be anything. But you did get a lot of major arcana, which shows that you are you're growing and changing, and things are shifting in your life. But it looks like it's in a good way. It always is. It's always for you. So, Artist Liz, thank you for asking. And Colleen, you have Ellen.
Yes, that was a really nice reading for Artist Liz.
Thank you.
So Ellen, we're talking about your cat, Sasha. So, a message. Oh, yeah. This guy has a message for you. Let me remember what he just said here. So, he knows that you miss him and he misses you. He especially misses the feel, of rubbing his tummy, rubbing his head, rubbing, he love cats love that and he loved that. But he says that there will be another feline familiar for you, maybe not tomorrow, but fairly soon. And he wants you to open your heart to this other cat because that cat may not be the kind of relationship that you had with him, but it will be a very, very good relationship. So he wants you to open up to that. But I just threw some cards because I happen to have a really cute cat deck. So I went ahead and did the cards for it. And they came up so good. So the first card was the Seven of Swords, which of course is the steal. So of course he stole away when he crossed over. He stole himself away from you. But they're working on the other side. Three of Pentacles, those three little tuxedos. They're working on the other side, coming up with the perfect cat partner for you. And what they really want to make you feel is safe and secure and surrounded by kitties that love you. They know, they acknowledge he was, very, very special. That's in the past, the Two of Cups. But in the future, he was a soulmate. You get the lovers there. He was very, very special to you. Aren't these cards just precious?
They are so cute.
And it was one of those decks that was like in a dollar bin or something.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
Yeah, like I didn't pick them out looking at all the cards. I just was like, cats. Okay, I have quite a few cat decks, so I'll try that one. Now, what crowns the reading is the Magician. So he is busy. He is working on your behalf, and he is trying to come up with a cat that's just going to be fantabulous for you. He doesn't want you to worry. He doesn't want you to feel like you only belong to him. We have the Eight of Swords here, so he doesn't want you to feel like you're like cheating on him by falling in love with a new cat. He wants you to know that it's okay to break your heart open, break it open and let all the love come out and accept all that stuff. Oh, he was a tuxedo. I have tuxedos too. They're the smartest and the cutest and the most wonderful. And other people will see too that you're working on allowing this, and they will appreciate that. We have the Two of Wands here, that you are a little on the fence. Do I want to have another cat? Don't I? Is this really the best thing for me to do? Now, I don't really know how to interpret this last card, so I'm just going to interpret any old way that I feel like it. It is the Eight of Wands, but in this deck, it is a little kitty with a little witch hat on. And I'm just going to say, this is just this kitty just coming in, being his own or her own entity, not trying to replace Sasha, not trying to be another Sasha, but being this very, very cute little idiosyncratic kitty that just chews up your heart and spits it out and makes you love him. Even though you have to clean this cat box, you're still going to love him. So I think we're going to have another kitty. Sasha's doing this. Sasha's making it happen. And Sasha is around you. He'll always kind of be around. He'll be around when you have the other cat because he's going to have to keep the other cat in line. So, Sasha's got a job to do here. Very serious cat. His relationship with you is very, very serious. So, I'm laughing, but it's true. We have very serious relationships with our animals. So,
yes.
So there you go, Ellen. I'm glad you asked for that question, because usually Val is the person that connects with dead people.
No, you did good. You
I'm just like, yeah, give it over to Val. And this time, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. So.
You did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's great. And what a great way to end the show. It was a great reading to end the show on. So thank you, everybody. Val, you did a fabulous job.
Oh, thanks. So did you. It was
Yeah, and
fun.
these readings were pretty rich. I mean, these were
Yeah.
not fluffy readings. These
No.
were pretty in depth. So I think everybody got your, 5 cents worth on these readings.
I think so.
Oh gosh, oh that's good, so great. And Sherry, I just want to make sure that I thank you while we're still
Yeah.
recording this show. Very, very happy that you could make it. It was all very talk about end of Mercury retrograde. My God, just
Yeah.
wow, so many things. Oh, good, Ellen. I'm glad. Okay.
Oh, good.
All right, everybody. Well, I think Val and I are going to have to do this again real soon. I don't think we can wait like 2 years to do it again. Like it's been a while. So we will try to plan this, sometime when I'm done with the fair, sometime in the fall, we'll do this again.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody for playing the spinning game. That's very nice. You were all very well behaved. And I hope you enjoyed your readings. I think it's really important that people be able to get readings once in a while. And we will see you guys next time.
Absolutely.
Okay. Take care, everybody. Thanks so much. Oh, what's it doing? It wants to play my outro thing for another. I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna let it play. So here comes the outro from the Cool Crone Oracle, you guys. But we're not starting a new show. It's just the outro from the other show. See you next time. Oh gosh, I'm a little inept.